Hello and good morning and welcome to what promises to be fairly chaotic vlog on this channel. Yeah, I woke up this morning bright and early after getting very little sleep last night because of the wildfire alerts in the region that I live in, Canada. I'm up in Alberta, Canada, for those of you who don't know, and we have had a crazy start to the season. I smile and kind of laugh, but that's my coping mechanism. I am a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a lot of wildfires for it just being the start of the season, and this is really the first year that I've lived here anyways, where the wildfires have been close enough to us to issue like actual possible evacuation alerts and not just like smoky sky and like air quality alerts. So we have quite a few that are around our neighborhood, not close enough that we're being evacuated again, but definitely close enough that we're getting the alerts over and over again. So this isn't to say, I mean, I'm glad that we get the alerts. I'm not, no complaints. I know that they're there to save lives, but yeah, it was a long night. The last time that we had like really big fires, or a big fire that anybody who's watching might be aware of, would probably have been like the Fort Mac fire, which happened back in 2016, I believe. So actually quite a while ago. That's bizarre. Feels like just yesterday. During that fire, which is like fairly far from where I live, like 3 or more hours, during that fire, the skies were like, we woke up to like ash on our windowsills and like orange sky and all that kind of stuff, just from like where the smoke and everything was blown in from. So it's interesting that now the fires are a fair bit closer and it's blue skies. But I feel like I'm gonna take that as a positive and hope that it just kind of stays that way. But yeah, I just wanted to like pick up the camera and kind of vlog as we go, and just sort of see where it takes us. So you may never see this, but if you are, yeah, come along with me and I'm just gonna sort of take you through my day or days of all of this fun stuff. So yeah, let's just yeah, let's go.
2 hours later.
Okay, hi, hello. Not so much time has passed actually since my like intro to this video this morning, but I did have a bit of an update already because there's actually been some new wildfires that have sparked in the city, which maybe this is something that has happened before, but like since I've lived here, I don't think I've ever experienced like wildfires, like numerous wildfires around the city of Edmonton. So basically what the scoop is right now is that the sky still looks like clear, bluish, like I showed you earlier, but there are like just on the highway to the west of us, there is a wildfire like just on the highway. The north end of the city where I used to live, like actually really close to the neighborhood I used to live in, there has been a wildfire blazing there all afternoon that they're working on putting out. And then also to the east of us is one of the like bigger fires that I showed you, like the direction that we were pointing in earlier, there. And then we're still getting possible evacuation notices for another fire that is like across the river from where we're at, which probably, I guess that means nothing to you because you don't know exactly where I live, but it's a lot of wildfires. Grateful for sure that the wind is blowing them in a direction that is not bringing them to us. Still feeling like we're okay where we're at. There's a lot of people like on site dealing with these fires. The highway fire, like they got it out and then it ignited again. Oh shoot, sorry. That is my phone. So I'm gonna answer that. Everyone's like, are you okay? Are you alive. So yeah, anyways, we are, but that's the situation. So I'll keep you posted. Okay, good morning. New day. And I did want to follow up. Sorry, I'm just moving some boxes around at the moment. It's still not super smoky outside, but it is like there's an air quality warning. We actually got a notice, not that evacuation was like pending or anything, but that the neighborhood like basically next to ours, they're on evacuation notice. And yeah, the fire that was like east of us is still burning pretty bad. So because I'm home alone and I have our daughter who is currently napping at the moment, I just want to be prepared. And so I'm not usually like, I'm not like a prepper by any means, but it is starting to kind of feel like having a go box or go bag or whatever ready could be something that we need to do. I hate to say that, but it's better to be sort of more prepared than anything else. And I know that I'm not the only one in the neighborhood that's doing this. So yeah, so this is me putting our stuff together. This is like our front entranceway where we like keep all our shoes and stuff like that, but it has cubbies. And so on top of the cubbies, I have put together a bin with like extra blankets, pillows, and then all of the like things that I definitely don't want to like lose ever. So like family photos, like physical printouts of family photos, like heirlooms and things like that are really important to me. There's like a quilt that my grandma knit before she passed away. So those are all here in one basket. And then I have another box with all of our like super important documents like passports, all of the like immigration paperwork and everything for the adoption that we just went through. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. But so that's all in here. And then birth certificates, just like all the stuff that we would need. And that would be like a real pain in the you-know-what to replace. So that's all here at the front. And then we have that if we do need to go. A lot of the evacuation notices have said like, be prepared to be gone for 3 or more days. Even if you do come back to your home, which I would hope that would be the case. But yeah, it's crazy. Just like, yeah, it's crazy how quickly that's taken a turn. And there are honestly so many more fires, wildfires burning now than there just ever have been at the start of the season ever before. I also took photos of every room in our home with like any like valuables and things that are in there and just like what's all in each room, so that if there were to be a big fire, we were to lose everything, just like for insurance purposes, we have photos of like what items we have in each room. So that is something that I would recommend doing as well if you're in a similar situation as we are currently right now. It's pretty crazy. And yeah, and I do just want to say like, there are a lot of cities or small towns in Alberta who have already had to evacuate and have been sort of like right in the thick of those big fires. So I am eternally grateful that we are not in that situation yet and may never be. And yeah, I just really hope I hope for rain. Fingers crossed for rain. And yeah, that's my update. So keep you posted. So from here, things stayed pretty much the same for a couple of weeks, actually. We lived life indoors a lot when it was smoky, and then we also tried to get outside and enjoy the sunshine as much as possible when the weather allowed it. But fires continued to grow more and more out of control in the province, and new fires popped up across the province as well. All of this coming to a head over the long weekend.
Alberta remains under a state of emergency as wildfires continue to burn across the province. The risks of smoke and flames are extreme, and there are warnings that this weekend's weather forecast is making conditions more dangerous.
Okay, well, It is a smoky one outside today. The forecast was calling for rain for yesterday. Didn't rain, then rain overnight. Didn't rain. So I'm really hoping for rain today. It kind of looks more. So the last time that we had like a ton of fires around, it was like super orange outside. It doesn't really look that way. It looks more like I don't know, like a mist is rolling in at the moment. But it's the smell, like it smells so strongly of smoke. The air quality, like yesterday, I think the air quality was a 4 or a 6, maybe a 6 in the afternoon. I thought 10 was the highest. Today it's an 11, apparently akin to smoking like 7 cigarettes if you're out for like an hour. So we're pretty much staying inside. I don't know if you can tell, but my throat's a little bit irritated. My eyes are a little bit irritated just from like being outdoors. There was like a few things that I just had to like run some errands and do things like that. And yeah, wasn't great. I have a hot tip. If you're in this situation, turn your vents like from venting to recirculate so that you're not getting like just the smell, all of it. But so I've done that. Excuse me. And yeah, now we're just sort of like indoors, I'm assuming, until either the wind blows the smoke out of here or we get some rain to or we get some rain to cut that smoke. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. A lot of the fires that were really close to us seem to be under control now, so that's good. So I'm a little bit less like chaotic than I was when we were like getting all the alerts and I was packing our go boxes and everything. But as of filming this, something like 1 million hectares of land have burned in Alberta so far just this season, and there's around 100 wildfires burning, 25 of which right now are considered to be like out of control. So yeah, it's just unfortunate and like sad to think about, and I really feel for all the people who have had to evacuate. That's just, I mean, no one wants to think about all of that. So yeah, that's kind of the update for now. Really hoping for rain. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it because we're just sort of indoors now. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to call that it for this update. Wish for rain. You guys, it has happened. It is officially raining. I have never appreciated and loved the rain and the smell of rain as much as I do right now. I apologize if you can hear it or if it's like jumbling my voice a little bit. I have the windows open because it's really been like our first opportunity to get some actual like new fresh air coming through. The wind started coming just like maybe a couple of hours ago, and now it is just like full downpour. Absolutely amazing, feeling good. So we've kind of been in this on and off situation now for like a few weeks of being inside and outside and having air pollution warnings, and then it's smoky, and then it's, you know, sunny but you can smell the smoke, and fire bans and new fires popping up and just all of these things. And yeah, this just kind of feels like the relief that we've been waiting for and we've been needing. Certainly not out of the woods yet as far as fires across the province go. And yet, you know, lightning can strike new ones. Here's hoping that's not the case. But yeah, it's starting to feel like where I am at least, we're out of the woods for the moment. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about that. That said, as of filming this, I think like more than 10,000 people have had to evacuate their homes. So, you know, that's truly devastating. And yeah, I feel for them so much. And Alberta has actually announced that there will be some funding available for families who have had to evacuate. So if I can find the links and information for that, I will definitely leave that in the description down below, along with like any other resources just about the wildfires and things to like support stuff that I've been talking about in this video, because yeah, I feel that that is important as well. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video now, because I've just kind of been dragging it on until there was some sort of a resolution. Obviously the fires look like they're going to continue to burn for a while, but yeah, like I said, fires that are like or were fairly close to us are all either out or under control. So yeah, I'm going to end this video now. But if you are interested in sticking around and checking out some travel content and things like that, I do have more stuff planned. Obviously, like our long weekend plans, any sort of provincial park visits and things like that, we have had to put on hold, which, I mean, if that's the worst of it, so be it. But we also have some plans to travel within Canada coming up and also internationally. So yeah, there's lots coming. So stick around, and then hopefully this is the last you'll be hearing about the wildfires from me here on this channel. So until I see you in the next video, stay great, travel safe, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye guys.